Are you struggling with managing the relationship between your wife and your mother, the eternal triangle? This is why I wrote a book on in-laws. So recently I've been dealing with many cases, and sometimes it's the repetitive nature of cases that come to me, and then I feel that it's like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling me I need to speak about some solutions with regards to these issues. And a lot of brothers are struggling out there how to maintain a relationship which is feasible for them, their relationship with their spouse and with their mother. Sometimes Islamically we have to know what our roles are as being a husband and a son. Sometimes there are problems between mother and the wife because it could be to do with cultural differences, it could be to do with age-related. Obviously, as we get older, we are more set in our ways. We have certain expectations. And a lot of it is to do with culture. But what does Islam say? I think that is the most important thing. And the way that a lot of brothers will deal with the situation is that either they will maybe sometimes ignore the situation, pretend it's not happening. Sometimes they'll just blame the wife, say this is the problem that you're having with my mother. There's nothing wrong with my mom. Sometimes they'll just maybe force a situation to happen, which just makes things even worse. Like I said, we have to look what does Islam say about this and how do we navigate this relationship, which is, I can understand, very difficult and very sensitive. So number one, I think you cannot force a relationship if sometimes your wife and your mother aren't getting along. Then you have to understand what can you do. Number one, sit down and speak about it together. Maybe advise your mother, because obviously you want the best for your mother. You want her to go to Jannah. So if you feel, and that takes a lot of those understanding, if you feel that sometimes your parent is saying something that they shouldn't or treating something they shouldn't, then it's good to Islamically advise them. Older parents can sit down and speak to the in-laws, can speak to the daughter-in-law. That's also a good thing as well. But the main thing is to look for a solution. Now, what I see, and I have been seeing quite a lot of, is this like, well, you have to get on with my mom, or my mom doesn't really mean this, or you have to visit once a week, you have to take on responsibilities. Wife is feeling that she's not getting respected, feeling that sometimes she's being undermined, maybe left out. Daughter-in-law and clients telling me that I went to visit and then nobody spoke to me. I was sitting by myself, nobody offered me anything. So you have to understand it has to work both ways. A relationship is when it works both ways, due to respect, love, affection, or whatever, or even Islamically to understand our roles. I would say when things get really bad, because it starts affecting the couple's marriage, the best thing to do, number one, is to try get, like I said, mediation, sit down, speak about it as a family. Number two, if there's no ongoing solution, sometimes the best thing is to do is have a little bit of a break and maybe try to advise both parties in the best way possible. And I think that's what mainly doesn't happen. Like, for example, like I said, if you feel that mother is maybe a role where she understands maybe something she's saying or doing is affecting your wife, then it's good to address that. But like I said, forcing a relationship isn't going to work, and sometimes it's okay. As your son, it's your responsibility. You have to take care of your parents. Alhamdulillah, it's good for the wife to support you as much as possible. But if it's causing a lot of friction, a lot of problems in the marriage, and she's getting very upset and then it's affecting actually your relationship together, then the best thing to do is to understand that, okay, what can we do? Is it okay to have a bit of a space and try to work on it in a better way? So this has been my advice to brothers out there, and to obviously the married couples who are going through this kind of a tension and problems with regards to trying to navigate a good relationship with their in-laws and finding it very difficult. What is the end result? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? If it's going to affect your marriage, you're going to have to look for some kind of a solution. So this is my advice.